Welcome to Math Path. In our path, we are going to learn another important topic, tangent theorems. Okay, children. So, what are tangents? Let us understand. So, a straight line. Remember, a straight line can intersect a circle in three possible ways. The first one, it intersects in 2 points of intersection, and it is passing through the center. It is passing through the center. So, this is called a diameter. Okay. We also call the diameter as the longest chord. Then again, 2 points of intersection, we get a chord. And when see AB is a chord here, this AB is also a chord. It is the longest chord, which is called a diameter, which passes through the center. And now here this line is touching the circle exactly at one point. So when a line touches a circle at exactly one point, that is called a tangent. And a circle can have infinite tangents. Any circle can have infinite tangents because it has the on the circumference we can have n number of points. So we can have n number of tangents to a circle. So remember, tangent is a line which touches the circle at exactly one point. Now let us understand the first tangent theorem here. So this is a circle with a center O. This is a tangent to the circle. Let us name this tangent as say tangent xy. So this line xy is a tangent to the circle. Okay. Now let us take a radius, and this is the radius. Let us take this radius as OP. And remember, children, this radius OP will always be perpendicular to the tangent. So the angle between the tangent and the radius is a right angle. So there is a proof even in the CBSE that how do we prove that OP is perpendicular to the tangent? For that, let us take any point. Since we have taken this tangent to be xy, let us take any point S over here. So this OS will always be greater than OP. Okay, because this lies outside the circle. Okay, if it was lying inside the circle, it will be a secant. Secant is a line which passes through the circle. Okay, between 2 points. Now OP is a radius, it is lying outside, so this is longer. Okay, then if I take any other point, say M over here, again OM will also definitely be greater than OP. So there is a property that from a point which is not lying on line, so many line segments can be drawn. Out of these, the perpendicular line segment is the shortest. So that is how we can say that OP is perpendicular to XY, or we can say that radius is perpendicular to tangent at point of contact. Got it? Now, let us say one question. So AP is a tangent to the circle. Calculate the length of OP. Now, we have seen that radius is perpendicular to the tangent, so we get a right triangle. So we will be using a Pythagoras theorem here. So OP is the hypotenuse. So square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of other two sides according to the Pythagoras theorem, right? So 6 square, which is 36, and 8 square, which is 64. So we get OP square as 100, and OP is equal to square root of 100, which is 10 centimeter. Easy, children? See, please watch this, and in the further videos, we are going to solve more complicated sums where 2 or 3 theorems will be involved. So this is the basic and introduction of the two tangent theorems first. Let us move on to the second theorem. And again, we have a circle with center O. Now there is a point P. How many tangents can I draw through point P? Yes, so we can draw only two tangents from the external point, and the length of these tangents are equal. So length, the two tangents drawn from a point P outside the circle are equal in length. Now this can again be proved, children. So in class 10 CBSE, we have the proof for this. Okay, so let us join this. So we get two triangles over here. So let us take these two triangles. So I can say in triangle OBP and triangle OAP, we have OB is equal to OA. Why? Because they are the radii of same circle. Radii of same circle. Right? Then we have this angle B is equal to angle A, which is 90 degree, because radius is perpendicular to tangent. Just now we have seen radius perpendicular to tangent at point of contact, right? And we have hypotenuse. The side which is opposite to right angle is called hypotenuse. We have hypotenuse OP is equal to OP, which is common, right? So therefore, since we have one side, one hypotenuse, one side and a right angle, so therefore we have triangle OBP is congruent to triangle OAP by RHS, by RHS congruence. And therefore we have PB, we can have, see the correspondence, PB is equal to PA by corresponding parts of congruent triangle CPCT, right? So this we have proved now that the length of the tangents from external point are equal. Let us solve one problem based on this. So here is a question from your IG book. In this diagram, find the length of AO and the area of quadrilateral AOCB, where BA and BC are the tangents to the circle. Okay, so we are asked to find length of AO, which is actually the radius. Okay, so now we already know that radius is perpendicular to the tangent from theorem 1. We know that the length of the tangents are equal. So we are using the first theorem again here. So we use the Pythagoras theorem. So we have OB square is equal to OA square plus AB square. So if I have to find OA square, this will be OB square minus AB square. Put the values. Your OB is 15, 15 square minus 12 square, which is 225 minus 144, which is 81. And then OP is equal to square root of 81, which is 9 centimeters. Got it, children? Now, to find the area of quadrilateral AOCB, just now we have proved that these two triangles will be congruent. So if I have to find the area of this quadrilateral AOCB, to find the area of this quadrilateral AOCB, I can simply multiply by 2 the area of triangle AOB. So 2 into area of triangle AOB, let us substitute the values, and in right triangle, area of a triangle is half base into height, we know, and these two perpendicular. If I'm going to take this base as 12, my height is going to be 9 centimeter, which we have calculated. So 12 into 9, and on calculating this, we get this 2 and 2 got cancelled, and 12 into 9 is 108 centimeter square is the area of this quadrilateral AOCB. Understood, children? So in future, few more videos are coming up with the sums based on these properties of triangle. Subscribe for the update, children. If you like the video, please share with your friends. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.